let you know how I feel. Wanna let you know. I really wanna let you know how I feel. You brought about a change in my life. You came and made a feeling so right. I wanted to let you know. I wanted to let you know. You brought about a change in my life. You came and made a change in me.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's the magnificent voice of Helen Hibbert there, and great track. It's called "You Changed My Life." And she was just explaining before we got that on air that, you know, it's about one of the important people in their life who changed your life, right?
That's right. That's right.
Now, you've done a lot of things, but a lot of people don't know this. So let's talk about those things. 1991, for example, you were nominated for a Juno.
Yes, I was. Yes,
All right.
I was. I was nominated for a Juno Award, a track that I wrote called "Got to Have Your Love." It was on the Strobe record label back then, and it was an exciting time for me to be nominated, and just to experience even going down to the award show. That was exciting as well too. So.
And in 2000, you were featured on BET as part of a Gospel Diva competition, right?
Yes, I was. All
right. Tell me about that.
It was actually pretty exciting. A friend of mine came into work and then said, "Why don't you try out for this Gospel Diva of the New Millennium contest that they were having?" And so I felt, why not? So my brother videotaped me. We sent the video in, and before you know it, we got a letter back saying that I was one of the 5 finalists. And so they sent us a ticket to go to Washington, D.C., all expenses paid, and I was able to feature one of my songs on BET. So that was exciting, and that was an experience I'll never forget.
Wow, that's amazing. And what makes it even more amazing is that you are from London, right? So it's always great when you see a fellow Londoner do big things and great things.
Yeah. Well, I always say that, it doesn't matter where you're from. It's, where you want to go that matters.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to remember that. I need you to think about the next song that we're going to play from your album. Whilst you're doing that as well, I want to ask you a little bit about your heritage. You were born in Nigeria.
Yes.
And you moved to Canada when you were about 10 years old?
10 years old, yeah.
Now, for a lot of people, I don't know if you experienced this, because I moved to Canada when I was like 20, I think. All right. So it obviously was a different experience for me because I was a little bit older. But in your case, can you maybe walk us through some of the challenges maybe you had or joys you had when you came to Canada?
Well, I would say that, I had a wonderful bringing up. My parents are wonderful, and they allowed us the opportunity to experience many wonderful things. And I can say that one of the things that was, I guess, very challenging for me was starting school in Canada, because I went to a boarding school. And the love of going to a boarding school, for me, it was it was wonderful. You had dorm mothers, and everyone was sort of like a family unit. And so going to school here in Canada was a lot different. But, you learn as you go, and I had a great support system. My family was a great support system. So, I really thank God for that. And but yeah, that's one of the things I can say that was a difficult transition for me.
And now you're also a mother.
Yes.
And besides being a singer and stuff, how because I got to say this, I have a friend of mine who, she's a singer as well. She's based in the United States, and being a mother has totally changed her art. She's a much better artist now than she was before she was a mother.
Oh yeah.
Has that experience of being a mother changed who you are as an artist?
I think it does. It changes the way that you perceive life. Ultimately, when you have a child, your life changes completely, 360. But I would say it changes for the better. And your children teach you so much about life. Although you teach them, they also teach you so much. And I can say that being a mother to our daughter, Deja Moore, has been a true joy. She's opened my eyes to many things. She will alert you to who you are, who you truly are. Children will do that for you. And also, it's given me, I guess, more of a passion for life and for living. Because now you know you're living not just for yourself, but for someone else.
Okay, so if you want to give us a call, this is African Odyssey on CHRW 94.9. My name is Silence, and today my guest is Helen Hibbert. She's talking about her music, and as you just heard there, she's been around for quite a while. If you want to give us a call, 519-661-3600, 519-361. Sorry, 519-661-3600. Now we're going to play your track from her album. This one is called Serenading His Majesty. All right, tell me about this album before we play one of the tracks.
Well, that album was created because, once again, my love for the Lord is a very huge thing in my life. I wanted to express my love to him in such a way that he would feel that I was singing just to him. I basically wanted to create an album that was a song, were songs written in love to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So that's where that song and those songs and that album came from.
All right, so Helen Hibbert, one more time on CHRW 94.9 African Odyssey. This is, I believe this track is Changed My Ways.
I'll hide your word deep inside my heart so peace can be found. You carried me through all these years. And when I'm sad, I don't worry 'cause I know you'll be there. Through the thick and the thin, Lord, with you I can win. I'm in heaven 'cause I put my faith in you. Now I just want to say you brighten my day. And I just want to thank you. As long as I can remember, you've been right by my side. You've never let me go under. There's a reason to wonder why. Now I am brand new, just because of you. You're my knight in shining armor. I'm so glad that you changed my ways. You brighten up my days. What a difference you've made in me. I'm so glad that you changed my ways. You brighten up my days. What a difference you've made in me. I'm so glad that you changed my ways. You brighten up my days. What a difference you've made in me. I'm so glad that you changed my ways. You brighten up my days. What a difference you've made in me.
That's Helen Hebert on CHW 94.9. That's the track Changing My Life, right?
Change my way.
Changing My Ways. All right.
Closer.
Yeah, I was close. You have been around for a while, and this is 2012. It's the start of a brand new year.
Woohoo.
What do you have planned?
Well, I can say that one of my goals for this year is to sing our Canadian national anthem around the world, because I really want the world to understand how wonderful it is to be a Canadian and to live in this country. So, yeah.
Well, I can testify that you sing. You're very good at when you sing the Canadian national anthem, because I think it's been a few times that I've seen you sing that. Now, why do you think? And you sing that with such a passion. Why does that particular song matter to you?
I think because that song, it actually reflects how I feel about this country and how grateful I am for this country and what this country has done for many people, and how it has been a safe haven for a lot of people who have been through a lot of pain, maybe in their countries that they were birthed in. But this country has really been a land of opportunity for me and my family, and I know that it's going to be a place where my daughter can grow and thrive. And so that's why this song is important, and I want to sing it with the passion that I do, with the rendition that I've created. So, yeah.
Well, that's beautiful. London, it's a place that all of us now call home, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's we've come from so many different places, but now we're here. And one of the things that I like to talk about is how do we make London better? How do we make it a better place for us, for our kids, and for the coming generations?
I think that we need to open up more to one another. Mm-hmm. We need to open up more to one another's cultures, to one another's races, just how we do things differently. I think it's so important because variety is the spice of life, and I think that sometimes we can get so closed in our own communities that we don't reach out to other communities. And I think that's one of the greatest things when you think about Toronto. When you hear about Toronto, I think that's one of the first things you think about is how multicultural it is and how so many communities come together and work together. And I think that that's one of the things that will really build up London and make it such a strong place, and it will really thrive if we come together as a community.
2012, your goal is to sing the national anthem in every other country that you can. When are you going to start?
As soon as I get some calls and opportunities, but I know that opportunities will come. So.
All right. Well, it's certainly a pleasure to have you on the show, and to hear about the wonderful things that you've done throughout your musical history, and your dedication to the art and to Canada. I think it's great. I know as well that you're heavily involved with the Black History Month. You sang last week at the official opening for Black History Month. Now, one of the things that always comes up when you talk about Black History Month is, why does it matter?
Why does it matter?
Yes.
Because that's who we are. I think, we can't forget where we've come from. Mm-hmm. In order to, go where we're trying to go. So I think that's very important that Black history is shared. I think that it's important for people to get an understanding of what Black history is all about. And I think not just for our race, but other races as well, to get a better understanding. Because when you understand something better, you're able to relate to it better. And you're able to understand how to communicate with one another better. And I will say that, I wasn't highly involved in Black History Month, but because of my wonderful husband, who I love dearly.
I'm sure he's listening.
Leroy Hibbert, he has just been so instrumental in grabbing hold of that vision for Black History Month and promoting that so well. He's given me the opportunity to sing at different functions, and I really appreciate that. But yeah, I think Black history is very important.
All right, so you also answered the next question that I was going to have, that why should it matter to other people? But you sort of answered that, I guess. There's always this misconception that Black History Month is for black people, and I don't think it is.
No.
It's for everybody, right? Because whilst it talks about a particular section of our community, it still is part of, the stories are part of the community, right?
Exactly.
Right. Okay, now it's February as well. In addition to being Black History Month, it's also I guess February 14 is Valentine's. So
Yes.
and I thought of that as we were talking about your husband, Leroy, and tell me about some of the great things that you've done over the past Valentine's days.
Oh, wow. Well, we've done everything. From going out to dinner, going for picnics, going to the movies. I mean, we like to do a lot of things. We like to travel. Because we travel a lot together as well. Leroy speaks and then I sing, so we do a lot of traveling together. But we do like to travel out of town. But yeah, we do get creative.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna leave it there. But anything special this year?
Well, I don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and
okay.
see. He's creative like that, and he's a romantic. So yeah, he always has a surprise for me. So.
All right. So, all right. So give us a call 519-661-3600 if you want to talk to Helen, or if you want to talk about Valentine's Day. She, if you have any plans for Valentine's Day and do you want to share with us, please give us a call 519-661-3600. And we're gonna see if we can play one more track from Helen. Do you have any favorites?
Do you want me to do this live?
You know what? That's a great idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to get her to sing live in the studio. Yeah, I think let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right. You guys, you got to get ready for this. I know that you've had some of the songs, but I think it's even more special when she sings live in person. Okay, so which song are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing Fly, which is an encouraging song to those who have felt like life has given them a raw deal and that they can't go on. I just want to encourage you today that hope lives on, and just never give up, no matter what, because things are bound to change.
All right, so Fly live on CHRW 94.9 with Helen Hibbert. Here we go.
I know it seems your dreams have led you far away from home, but you can't give up. You gotta stay strong. I know it seems that your dreams have led you far away from home, and only left you crying, feeling lost and all alone. But if you'll take some time to just look up and never down,
fly into the wind. You'll never know the heights you'll soar till your flight begins. So fly, even if your heart gets broken. Fly, for you can get to where you want to if you only just try. Speak louder than you've ever spoken. Fly higher than the sky. I know that sometimes you feel like you're not strong enough to take it, but in time I know that if you hold on, eventually you'll make it. For the past is the past, so now live your life. You can make it if you only just try. Look ahead and you'll see. Come on and keep the faith and just believe and fly. Even if your heart was broken, fly. For you can get to where you want to if you only just try. Speak louder than you've ever spoken. Fly. Just fly. Yeah. You can fly if you want to and you try. I know. Spread your wings and fly.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
My, that's totally something else. It's a beautiful song.
Thank you so much.
It's a beautiful song. And I do want to thank you very much for sharing that with us and being here with us today.
It was my pleasure. Thank
All
you.
right. Now, this is what I'm going to do for you. Just because you came here and sang for us, I'm going to get you a song, and I hope you can remember this from your days in Nigeria. But it's a song about mothers.
Okay.
All right? It's called Sweet Mother. I don't know if you remember the song, but I like the song because it talks about the great things that mothers do for us, and you're a mother, and I'm sure it's something that you can relate to.
Oh, for sure.
All right. But before I let you go, I do need you to, I'm sure you want to say one last message to our listeners, and maybe to your husband too. He's listening.
Well, I will say, more than anything, my message has always been to never give up, and no matter what is going on in your life, even though you may be having a hard time right now, I just want to reach out to someone who may be going through right now, and I just want to let you know that things are going to get better, and I've experienced some things in my life, but I was able to push forward, and just know that there are people out there who want to love you, who will embrace you. So just never give up, because you have something that the world needs to hear through your life. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that. And of course, you can't go without saying something to Leroy. He's listening.
Oh, Leroy, my love. Thank you so much for who you are and all that you do. Bless you.
I still need to find that song. I did promise it to you, so let's see if we can get it up and running. We're just going to take a small break. We'll come back with the song Sweet Mother.